I don't think it's all that sad, by the way. But no, I don't know. I don't think this album is that sad. But I don't think any of my stuff's that sad. But maybe I just don't realize how sad my life is. I can't tell you how many times I've been asked, like, who broke your heart? Why are you this? And I'm like, I'm not sad, I'm good, man. Like, I'm fine. But yeah, so it's just something that, I mean, it's good. Like, I think just the kind of music that I write, I mean, it's always gonna be a storyline there somewhere, you know, love a little bit, but just love in general, not even just relationships, partners and stuff like that, just friendships and all of that. I think a lot of my songs are about just connections with people. And I think more than anything, I just try to write about human condition stuff, really. Just the way that I see it. Which I've found out, when people talk to me, people think some of my songs mean some pretty crazy things, but it's cool that they're getting something out of it. I've said before, I'd rather someone get something out of music, either good or bad, than to like listen to the album or come to a show and just get nothing from it. Like I've said that many times, so as long as I get something out of it. But these songs even change over time with me though. Like there's some songs that I've written that it was about something at one point, and years later it's about something completely different. And I think that's what songs should be. You gotta give them room to grow into what they become, or give them room to keep growing. They should always be able to grow, I guess. Whatever. With who?
The guy who's gonna write your novel.
About half I wrote after Midwestern came out, and the other half I already had written.
Yeah, and you just read that.
Yeah.
Can you try your own sound? Someone that helped you.
This was pretty much the same as Midwestern was. I've had most of the songs for Midwestern written years before, some even like 15 years prior. This one, about half of this record was written after Midwestern, and then the other half I went back and just picked some old songs that kind of fit the narrative I think I was trying to go for on this one, I think. But yeah, I still, like I was saying earlier, I've got like a list of all my songs. I think I've got like 40 something songs, or like close to, that I still need to record, but I'm still writing them, so I'm just kind of catching up and seeing which ones fit, because I think each record will be like a little time capsule for me. I'll be able to tell what part of my life that's representing, I think.
Yeah, and well, you know, some songs 15 years old, Bag of Pills,
yeah.
Right? What's the feeling like when you finally like have a pretty big production with some of these songs that are older?
It's weird in a lot of ways, but I've recorded that song at least 5 times in the past, and just, it never really felt like a good recording, or it just didn't come off right. But I don't know, it's good that a song like that is that old can still come together and become new. So yeah, it's a good feeling to know that song and other songs like that have kept up over time, yeah.
I mean, you know they're good, but even before.
Right.
I mean, people are going to be listening to it for a long time, but like.
And that's the other thing too. I have to realize that a lot of these songs are only old to me, like, so a lot of them are still new to a lot of people who are hearing me for the first time.
These are the days that I'll remember.
Do you have any shows in Nashville coming up?
No, I don't believe so.
Boys never held a smile so wide.
Have you had to cancel many dates?
No, I've gotten pretty lucky. Yeah. I thought we were gonna have to cancel New Year's Eve in Cincinnati, but it worked out, yeah. I think this whole album has like if there's a storyline to it, I think it's about growth and about trying to navigate through the kind of situation that we're in now. But nothing's really changed. I've just had a lot of time to kind of like reflect on things I'd like to change about myself, things I should. And but musically, I don't know, I've just tried to stay as busy as I can. Shows don't really come up too much, but yeah, with the writing, I just tried to think of how I'm going to come out of all of this, and just taking the time that I'm given to try and work on things on myself to be a better person, be a better musician, be just better all around. Yeah, I heard there's a vegan among us.
You just have to.
I'm just kidding, Sophie. Oh, I'm being ignored. Do you like cauliflower pizza? I got hip to that on tour. I do like it. If it's made right, I have some good ones. I'm 42, so my older brothers were all like doing it when I was younger. I'm like, how are you eating this stuff? But now it's a little different. I just write about my life experiences, really. So I'm always listening to music. That's how I spend most of my time, like listening to music or reading books or stuff like that. But so I think I'm pulling music, sounds, inspiration from like music. Like I'll hear a song like, oh, I'd like to have this kind of sound or something. But when it comes to lyrics and stuff like that, I just think of situations that I've already kind of gone through and just think of a way to put it into a song. I do a lot of my writing in my car, actually. When I'm driving, I'll just sing into my phone and then get home and then figure out what key or something, or what something close to what I was singing in, and then start doing it. I don't do like a lot of writing. I don't sit and write a lot. A lot of it's just kind of lines that I'll make up, or lines that I'll come up with in my head, and I'll put them in, like I said, put them into a phone and then revisit them later and see if any of them fit and stuff like that. Sometimes it'll start with just a line or two, and then I'll get home, kind of figure it out, and then I guess I'll kind of write or figure out what comes next if I don't already have something that kind of fits it. So yeah, I'll sit down, and I guess if I do write at all, that would be the process of finishing out something.
When did you record this album?
In July.
Were you recording it here or was it?
Memphis.
Okay.
Yeah. Waiting for me to move to Nashville, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly convince you.
You know, I'd go to Memphis.
You gotta just,
No, yeah, I don't know. I like it here. I just like Memphis better.
Speaking of being in the studio, what was production like this time? Was it just like good vibes and like?
For sure. I recorded this album at the same spot, Sam Phillips in Memphis, with the same group of people. Matt Ross-Spang produced it. He's my go-to guy, and this time was better. I won't say better. It was a better experience, I think, just because the first time with Midwestern, I'd never recorded an album like that. I just recorded in Cincinnati with bands I was in and stuff like that, but that was the first time I was going to work with a producer and a hired band, so there's some nerves that come along with it. And it wasn't rushed, but it was a short period of time. And with this one, we spent a lot more time with it. I think we were down there for over 2 weeks, I think, or maybe about 2 weeks. And I had already known the musicians, so this one was a lot more comfortable, a lot more laid back. I think we all worked together a little better, even though I think we worked well on Midwestern. We all just knew each other a little better and could feel each other out more. So, but yeah, it's always fun recording with Matt, whoever's down there.
Holding my hand. Here's to our mother.
We figured out everything when we were there. I think Matt had just demos of me playing these songs on an acoustic guitar, I think is pretty much all he had. So, and I don't think those guys had heard the songs yet either. I think we got there and picked out, because I had a much longer list. Some of them may have heard a few of the songs, but we got there and shows them to the guys, and we just go out there and play them live in the studio and kind of see what we come up with, and we just kind of work it all out there. It's hard to, it's almost hard to be present and realize that I'm a part of it. Not a part of it, I'm the one that's bringing the songs to them, but I'm just so kind of amazed by what's going on and the people that I'm playing with and what they're doing, and sometimes forget that they're my songs that we're working on. Like I just feel like I'm an observer or something. But yeah, they make it fun, and the whole experience is fun. I think recording is probably my favorite thing that within the whole music business or whatever. It's my favorite thing of it.
Without their best friend and the love of their
I don't talk about a lot when it comes to like personal things really, so I think I just put them in songs. I think it's kind of my way of moving past certain situations, whatever the song's about, or just helping me understand it more, or just really just getting it out of me, I think, more than anything, probably. I don't know. I just kind of, I don't know, I'm a little too honest maybe in my songwriting sometimes. I don't know, because it's just me. It's writing about me.
And here's to the dying. Here's to
So I was going on some walks, and it's of course like below freezing, and I was, thinking like, oh, if this record came out in the winter, like people's tears would freeze to their faces. So it's good that it's coming out in the summer. You can say it's sweaty, like it's just, I'm not crying. Not saying that I cry, but
Yeah, it's fine.